What's up guys, I'm Phoenix Master 1 and welcome back for some more Fire Emblem heroes, and today I'm going to be taking on Eliwood's Legendary Hero Battle, and in this video I'm going to be giving you guys 1 Abyssal free-to-play solution, 2 Infernal free-to-play solutions with no skill inheritance, and at last 1 Lunatic solution. And this map is so insane. This map has sucked my soul. I spent so many hours trying to figure out the Abyssal solution. This map is definitely one of the hardest map we have got so far. I would definitely consider this as the top 3 toughest maps which we have in the game, along with Reed and Tiki's Legendary Hero Battle, at least in my opinion. The Abyssal difficulty is so insane. The map design is basically to have all of these units have the same attack stat, so that they get the buff from his Slotsy skill and also get the bonus doubler effect from his weapon. So yeah, this Abyssal map is absolutely crazy, but maybe I'll cry about it when I go on the Abyssal solution. For now, let's take on our Infernal difficulty. So this is the first team which I'm going to be using. This one doesn't have Veronica, and I am using a 5-star Olivia for the first time because a lot of people actually ask me to do that. A lot of people do have 5-star Olivia, but this can also work out with a 4-star Olivia. If you have the same defense stat, you could run speed, defense 2 Sacred Seal, and that could definitely help. And you would need to run Moonbow as your special here if you're using a 4-star Olivia. Even a Super Merge Olivia will work. You just have to make sure that you have got this much defense and this much speed on your Olivia. And the slot A skill, the weapon, and slot B, and even the Sacred Seal slot is open for improvisation. So if you have any sort of trouble, you could do that. Then I've got Legendary Ike with Riposte Sacred Seal, as always, pretty standard stuff. Young Azura is here with Drive Speed. You could also run this on her Slotsy from Iote if you want to, but you need to have that Sacred Seal. And finally, we have got Ariana Grande, as always, with the Brazen Atk Rest Sacred Seal. If you use her a lot, then this Sacred Seal is a really good one to upgrade because it increases her damage output and can also help her survive like barrage of attacks on stuff like these Abyssal maps and these Infernal maps. So that definitely helps a lot with the bulk and can also elevate the damage of Iceberg. So that is going to be my first team. So we just have Air, Double Dancer, and Legendary Ike. And let us begin with the Infernal difficulty.
Sure.
I find this map to be extremely obnoxious. Now, Infernal isn't really the worst. I mean, it does hurt only a bit compared to Abyssal. That stings. So you just want to have your Air and Olivia on this side of the map. And Azura needs to stay here. Now, the defense and speed stat of Olivia does matter in the AI movement, so make sure you've got the same defense and same speed as my Olivia. That is definitely one prerequisite you have to keep in mind if you want to have the same AI movement. And here comes this Sword Fighter. So on the Infernal difficulty, all of these units have got 52 attack as like the benchmark, so they're going to be getting those buffs. And like chill attack is not going to be working against these guys because Eliwood is just going to absorb that chill attack.
Yes.
So let's just attack the Sword Fighter. You want to go behind the pillar so that you can get this dance from Azura and then take him out. By doing this, we actually get another move and we can destroy this Green Mage.
Death's caress.
And this Green Axe Cavalier does have pass, so it's really annoying. It's really annoying to set up a choke point here because of this guy and his pass. So Ike is just going to be staying over here. This map would have been much easier if Eliwood didn't have this rally skill because he would just come on the front lines and we could just take him out. But because he has got a rally skill, he just stays behind these units, rallies them up, and does take his time to come on the front lines. So the AI movement does change if your Olivia doesn't have this defense and speed because this Lance Cavalier does not go after this obstacle. Instead, he goes over here right after Olivia, so that's why you don't want to have that. And that's why I'm using 5-star Olivia, mainly because of her stats actually, because we do need that to manipulate the AI and also to get one of the KOs. So your Azura is going to be in the range of this Lance Cavalier, which is completely fine.
Okay.
This guy does have Sapphire Lance, so he's not going to be doing too much to Azura. And you can kind of create a small choke point here, I guess. But we cannot really continue it because this guy still does quite a lot of damage and the obstacle has been broken here.
Yes.
So you just want to go ahead and take out Lance Cavalier pretty easily.
Sure. Death's caress.
And Brazen Atk res is definitely needed on this map to get the KOs. Now the Earth and the Light Season are coinciding right now. And if you lack any kind of attack on your air, then you can easily go with Drive Attack Sacred Seal on your Olivia, because these two units are usually going to be pretty close to each other. And you can also run the ally support to get the extra +2 attack, which you're getting from Ike. If you're doing this in the season when Light and the Earth season are not coinciding. So let's just take out this Cleric.
What's next?
And let's go after this Red Manakete. The reason for attacking this Manakete is because if we do not, then this Red Manakete goes on this side of the map to pursue our dancers, which is something we do not want. So we're just gonna distract her a bit with air. And yeah, this green archer is going to be coming here. This guy's a big problem because of Shining Bow. Like, Shining Bow is so annoying against Ike because they easily get the true damage from this. So I really dislike that on these Abyssal and Infernal maps. So we can get some damage, get some debuff, and we can just get some more damage from this iceberg. And now you want to retreat. So you need drive speed on your Azura for this moment because this Red Manakete is going to be attacking your Ike. And to survive, you definitely need that extra speed so that you do not get doubled.
The glimmer of life.
This green bow guy is definitely not going to be attacking Ike because he has the weapons triangle disadvantage. He's going to be going for Azura, and he does more damage to her because of low defense. And here come these units.
Yes.
Easy shot on this blue Manakete.
Okay. Death's caress.
And we get the drive speed support here as well. It's needed to outspeed this Sword Dragon because like she has got the bonus doubler effect. So she's actually pretty fast. So drive speed once again is definitely needed here. As you can see, you want to go on this side of the map, and then you want to have your Ike over here, and then take out this Sword Dragon. The reason for doing this is because we want to split up the dragons, because one will go on the left side and one will go straight up ahead. So that is what I want. Yeah, so that's going to be happening, and what we can do here is simply get rid of the attack debuff by making a move first. And you want to have your Olivia go over on this side and then take out Eliwood. So let's turn on the animation for this at least. Eliwood here with his 1000-degree knife, which we're going to cool off with our iceberg. And down goes the main guy of this map, and now you want to use stance and just take out this Red Manakete. Now, we're kind of using air as a body block here because this Green Cavalier actually hits hard. So the AI is not smart enough to attack air from the other side and then have Green Cavalier attack from front. We can just take out this Red Manakete. Eliwood is gone, which is definitely a really good thing. Makes these units less bulky and less threatening. So you want to use dance and have your air over here, and you just want to have your Azura in the safe position. Now the reason for having a 5-star Olivia not only was to manipulate the AI, but to also take out this Axe Cavalier. He has been debuffed severely, and a 5-star Olivia does take out this Green Cavalier. But as I said, if you're using a 4-star Olivia, then you can just go with Moonbow as your special. And now we're going to be going up ahead and taking out this Flying Archer.
What next?
And down you go. So this Archer is not going to be attacking Ike because Ike retaliates back with Radiant Ether, and Olivia is much more vulnerable. So he's going to go after Olivia. And Olivia is barely going to hang on to the dear life. And we can take out this bow fighter with Ike.
Okay.
I guess I could do this with Azura. I'm going to do this with air. So that's going to be it for the first Infernal solution with free-to-play units and no skill inheritance. This one didn't have Veronica. So you just need Ike, 2 dancers, and air. Brazen Atk res is definitely pretty important for the power. So yeah, as I said, if the light and the earth season are not coinciding, then you could run drive attack on your Olivia to get the extra attack on air if like the discrepancy does happen. The second solution does not have a lot of sacred seals. The only sacred seal I'm using on this team is on Legendary Ike, which is Quick Riposte, and all of the other units on this team have got their vanilla base kit. and they do not have any kind of sacred seal or any kind of skill inheritance. And I'm also using Veronica. She's super good on this map with her Heloscalp, giving those buffs and debuffs, which is always really helpful for keeping up with the pressure on these kinds of maps, because these kinds of units are extremely powerful, especially with the bonus doubler. So you want to have your Veronica go over here.
Death's caress.
We do not want that Blue Cavalier to come down here. He's just gonna be using Rally on the Sword Fighter, and the Sword Fighter is gonna be coming down. So here, you actually want to attack the Sword Fighter, and then you want to move your Veronica. You do not want to move your Veronica first, because we need to get rid of the attack debuff, which we got from the attack smoke of this guy.
Death's caress.
So down goes this guy.
What next?
This Axe Cavalier is going to be attacking Ike. Yeah, this Blue Cavalier is surprisingly tanky because of distant defense.
Yes.
So as you can see, we do not take out this Blue Cavalier as of yet. So let's just go ahead and get some buffs going on.
Well,
And now we can just heal up. Here.
the glimmer of life.
And now we get that attack boost from Windfire Bomb, which is definitely needed here.
Death's caress.
So we take out this Blue Cavalier, and now we can be in the range of this Bow Fighter.
I won't lose.
He will not be able to double us because we do have the Heloscalp buff, which is fantastic. And Eliwood cannot reach him to rally him up with Speed Rest Plus. Yeah, this Bow Fighter is super annoying. And now, this Lance Cavalier is approaching, so we're gonna be using this guy to create a choke point. Veronica's Close Guard is super good here because it prevents like any kind of major damage to Azura. Defense Tactic from Azura, Defense Tactic from Ike is also really helpful to her. So you just want to have your Veronica on this corner, use stance, and then have her behind the pillar because she's definitely gonna be needed for some things. And we're gonna be having Ike here in front of this healer. We do not want this cleric to come on this side and attack Ike.
Let's move.
And it's also going to be making it pretty easy for us to deal with that green bow archer. Yeah, so doesn't really do too much damage here. This Blue Cavalier with Sapphire Lance. So yeah, a literal child is going to be holding so many goons on her own from these actual fighters. Okay, maybe not Veronica because she's still a child, but
Yes.
here is definitely a fighter, a warrior.
Death's caress.
Okay, so let's have Veronica attack this Sword Dragon, get some debuffs.
Well,
This is to make sure that we do not get taken out when we're facing this guy with
did you call
Ike.
for me?
And now you want to heal up your ear, get the Windfire Bomb buff, and have your ear on this side of the map.
I won't lose.
This guy can get extremely powerful with the bonus doubler effect from Eliwood. So that is the main design of this map, to have these units at the same attack so that they can all benefit from bonus doubler. Incredibly evil map design, I would say, especially when you're like outnumbered by so much. So you can just attack this archer,
What next?
get some buffs, and everyone is just gonna be taking turns here to take a hit from this Lance Cavalier. And now it's Ear's turn to take this hit. Veronica and Azura both took the damage. Unfortunately, Ike is not going to be getting his turn because this guy has got Sapphire Lance. So yeah, this dragon doesn't really do too much. This other red dragon has got Windsweep. Actually a competitive set with Light Breath and Windsweep. Usually people do use Dark Breath and Light Breath with Windsweep. Light Breath is not really seen all that much. So we can just go ahead and attack this Red Manakete, get some buffs and debuffs,
Death's caress.
attack Eliwood for some damage,
Yes.
and we have to be safe from this Bow Flyer. This guy's a big threat. Ike is actually going to be able to deal with this dragon. Thankfully, she doesn't have the same attack as everyone else, so she doesn't really get the bonus doubler effect. Otherwise, my Ike would have been a goner.
Let's move.
Because she did receive that speed buff.
Death's caress.
So now we're gonna end off this Lance Cavalier. He damaged everyone enough. And we're gonna be just attacking this blue Manakite with Veronica.
Yes.
And we're not gonna be taking out this blue Manakite even though we could. The reason being is that Eliwood is first gonna be rallying up this blue Manakite. He's not gonna be attacking us.
Death's caress.
So we just want to hold off Eliwood, and that's the main purpose.
I won't lose.
The
We
glimmer
can just
of
have
life.
air take out this blue Manakite,
What next?
and then have
Did you call for me?
Veronica get some buffs and debuffs.
I won't
And
lose.
finally, Azura is going to be finishing off Eliwood. Surprisingly, this Eliwood has got pretty low resistance compared to his original version. At least his original version has got the niche of having high resistance compared to all of the other Sword Cavaliers. So we just take care of all of these units. And now we have got this bow flyer, but that is completely fine. We can just get some buffs and debuffs.
Let's move.
Together.
And we exactly take out this bow flyer.
Death's caress.
Air can easily take the hits from this red dragon.
Yes.
Alright, so we finish you off, and now Air is gonna finish off this red dragon. And that is gonna be your second Infernal solution with free-to-play units. No skill inheritance.
A merciful death.
And this team doesn't have a lot of sacred seals. The only sacred seal I'm using is on Ike. So as always, if you're doing this outside of the Light and the Earth season, you might need to run attack +3 or something like that on Air, or HP +3 depending on your need. I really dislike these kinds of blessings because you cannot really disable them, and kind of messes up with my free-to-play guides. And now the time has come for the Abyssal solution. This map, oh my god, it took me so many hours and so many trial and errors because this map is pure evil. They're all going to be getting the bonus doubler effect, and they're all going to be enjoying this buff as well. And then Eliwood is just going to be giving them the rally buff. And as it is, like, some of these units on this map do have the rally skills, so extremely annoying map. And these units have such high stats that it's really hard to one round KO them or even take hits from them even when you have got the weapons triangle disadvantage. So super annoying map, really obnoxious and pretty evil, I would say. I mean, the gimmick is cool and all, but it doesn't work when you have got so many reinforcements getting spammed in your face. That kind of ruins it for me. I mean, I get the reference from FE7, this map, and also it's a nice usage of his weapon, but the reinforcements, man, it just ruins everything. So this is gonna be my Abyssal team. I didn't really think it was possible with like unmerged free-to-play units because it was really hard. But this map gets destroyed by one single weapon, which Eliwood and his Lycian goons do not want you to find out. And that weapon's name is Panic Plus. So I am using a bit of skill inheritance on this team. But it's not going to be something too valuable from something like a 5-star exclusive unit or from any kind of rare unit. It's all from units who can appear at 3-star and 4-star rarity. So you can have Maria and Priscilla with Panic Plus and sacrifice them to Ethlyn. The reason why I'm using Ethlyn is because this is one healer out of all of the free-to-play healers that everyone is going to be having. And even if they do not have her, they can go to Heroic Grails and get Ethlyn with the same IV, which is neutral IVs. So that is why I'm using her. Her mobility is definitely pretty fantastic as well. So definitely use Ethlyn. She's really amazing. Her defense actually helps her a lot here on this map. So you want to have Panic Plus as her weapon. This weapon destroys this map. So if you are having trouble on this map, even if you do not follow this guide, just take one thing away from this guide is to use Panic Plus. It's gonna be so effective. And you also want to have Miracle. You can get this from Lucius and a bunch of other healers. So make sure to have that because it's definitely going to be clutch. And you want to have Savage Blow from Camilla and also have Savage Blow 3 Sacred Seal. Basic splash damage kit here. You don't really need any kind of weapon refine on Panic. We're just fine with its vanilla effect. And she's got a support with Quan, and he's definitely going to be cheering her on for this battle because she is definitely the MVP here. Young Azura just needs to have Drive Attack too. You could also run this on slot C if you want to, but it's just open if you want to improvise. And then I've got Legendary Ike. Make sure to have Ike take out his slot C skill. We do not need Defense Tactic here because it throws off the AI movement, so definitely do not have that. We actually need Threat and Speed 1 Sacred Seal or slot C skill, depending on whichever one you want to have. You could run Quick Riposte on slot B and have Threat and Speed as the Sacred Seal, or you could just do the opposite, which I'm doing. So this is really important to make sure that Ethlyn does not get attacked by one of the enemies who's actually faster than her. So this is to just take care of that. And you also want to have Pivot on your Ike. Yeah, pretty unusual skill, but it's actually really useful on this map because of its layout. And then we have got Ariana Grande at last. So you want to have Shove or Smite on her. It doesn't really matter anything what you have, but I'm just using Shove. And you need to have Iote Shield Sacred Seal on your Air. Now, one thing you have to keep in mind is that I'm doing this when the Earth and the Light season are coinciding, which means that Air is going to be getting plus 3 HP and plus 2 attack from Ike's legendary effect. If you're doing this outside of these two seasons, then you would want to run Summoner Support Rank C on your Air so that she can get the extra HP, which is definitely needed for the survival. And you can also go up to Summoner Support S rank, honestly, because this map is insanely hard. This is not a joke at all. You could also run Ally Support on your Air and Ethlyn to give her the more bulk. So that can also work out if you want to improvise. So let us begin with this incredibly evil map and let's slay the demon. So even if you do not have the same units, you could still get the idea, which is to use Panic Plus because these goons enjoy their bonus doubler effect way too much. So let's give them a medicine in form of Panic Plus. So you want to have your Ethlyn and Ike over here, and Azura should also join them, and Air should be on this side of the map, right behind the pillar. So I'm definitely going to be going for some cheese, as you can see from the skill set I've got on Ethlyn, because it's simply impossible to overpower these super buffed units. Do you see this? He also has the bonus doubler effect. It's absolutely insane. He's got 54 speed. Who's going to outspeed this? Even God himself cannot outspeed this much speed. Like, what is happening here? 68 attack? That is insane. Absolutely insane. So you want to attack this sword fighter. Whoops, I forgot to turn off the animation, so let's do that. And you want to have Azura dance and have Air on the side of the map. Now the reason we have got Drive Attack is because we want to discourage this Blue Cavalier from attacking Air, and that's the reason I attacked the sword fighter to charge up my special. So this Blue Cavalier does not want to get hit with Iceberg to its face, so that's why he's going to be choosing to attack Azura. And that's why you need to have Drive Attack on your Azura to power up your Air a bit more to discourage this Blue Cavalier from attacking Air. Yeah, so this Blue Cavalier is definitely going to be attacking Azura. And now we create the choke point with the help of this bow fighter. If you cannot trap range units with your own units, you just trap them with their own allies, as you guys will see. So let's attack this Lance Cavalier. Get the panic and the splash damage, which is incredibly beautiful. And let's have Air on this side, and we're gonna be attacking Eliwood. Now the reason for doing this is because we want to have Eliwood on this side of the map. I'm gonna be abusing the rally skills which these units have got. The three main units which I'm gonna be abusing to have this choke point work is Eliwood, this Axe Cavalier, and this Blue Cavalier. All of them have got the rally skill. These two have got the rally up skill, the AoE rally skills. Now how the AI functions with these skills is that the AI will try to aim for the spot where they can buff the most amount of allies with their AoE rally skills. So we can use this to our advantage and just block the loopholes of the choke point. And the reason why I've got Eliwood on this side of the map is because we want to keep him over here, because if he's not here, then someone is going to be breaking this obstacle and they're just going to be destroying our poor units. So it's in my best interest to keep Eliwood over here so that he just goes and uses his rally again and again, and he doesn't attack this obstacle, because the AI will choose to rally up the ally. The Axe Cavalier also has the same function, pretty much. After we take out Eliwood, this Axe Cavalier is going to be taking his place, and we want to have units like these who have got rally skills over here. So that is my basic plan behind this choke point, and that is the basic idea. But still, it took me a lot of trial and error to get this done. Yeah, so this Blue Cavalier is going to be using its rally up skill. And that is pretty fantastic.
Together we can win. The glimmer of life.
And now once again you want to attack Eliwood and chip him away for some more HP. And you stance and have your retreat. And Ethlyn is going to be able to hold this choke point, which is pretty good. We can just have Ike over here. So here we have got a strong independent woman in Ethlyn holding off these many goons all alone, while a literal child, a pop star named Ariana Grande, and a hunk just cower behind her in terror of these goons. Ethlyn doesn't really care about getting outnumbered, because it just means that she's going to be claiming more lives today. So she always looks on the brighter side of the life. And we're just going to be attacking this sword fighter here. I'm not going to be speeding up this whole process, because you have to do step by step, like the same move as me. You cannot mess up, because if you mess up, then the AI movement will definitely change. Because this like choke point strategy is really fragile. It doesn't really have a lot of room of error. Even one stat difference, I believe, can definitely throw off the entire AI movement. And now we have to dispose of these two green units, because as it is, this Axe Cavalier is going to be coming our way. So you want to use Smite or Shove, whichever thing you have on your Ike, and just have him on this tile. Do not have your Ike on this tile, one up ahead, because then he's going to be in the range of the Blue Cavalier. And we're going to be attacking the sword fighter so that we can panic up these two green foes, which Ike is going to be facing. And even though they're green, they are still going to be doing so much damage to Ike, even when they are panicked. It's absolutely nuts. So Ike is going to be able to deal with these two green units pretty easily. Easily in relative terms, because he's at least able to survive on dear life with 1 HP. But yeah. And now you definitely want to heal up your Ike, because he takes 20 damage from this Axe Cavalier.
Of course.
So you can just use Physic Plus and have Ethlyn go back and attack these units.
Death's caress.
You do not want to attack this
I won't lose.
guy. You just want to end your turn, because you're going to be getting that quick riposte, and you're not going to be eating up Iceberg on the retaliation. Now, these units cannot really cross this lava, but here comes the problem in this bow flyer. So this bow flyer can attack Ethlyn, and he's the reason why I've got Miracle on my Ethlyn. So Miracle is definitely going to be helping us a lot. And now we're going to be using Pivot with Ike to get on this side of the map and just be in the safe position. Because Ike is definitely not pretty good on this side of the map, because he kind of encourages a lot of these units to go after him. And that is going to be breaking our choke point strategy. So you just want to go ahead and attack this Lance Cavalier, get the panic effect. Yeah, so we survived because of Miracle. And that is the last problematic enemy on this map.
We can win.
Now we can just go ahead and use this sword fighter to get some splash damage on this bow fighter. This flying guy. And we're gonna be hit with attack smoke, but we can just get rid of that by using dance. And we exactly do 35 damage So getting rid of that attack smoke debuff is definitely pretty important. And now the only aim of this phase, I guess, is to have this red dragon on the right side, this one right here, be at 1 HP. So we're going to be constantly doing that by attacking the sword fighter.
What next?
The glimmer.
And Eliwood is going to get attacked by Ear.
What's next? Death's caress.
Yep, so that is going to be our aim.
Oh, sorry.
Kind of have to resort to cheese like this because it's really hard to overpower these super buffed units.
Together, the glimmer of life.
So you just want to take your time. I know it does get monotonous, but still, I mean, this is the only option I kinda have with these free-to-play unmerged units of beating this map.
Death's caress. Of course.
And I'm pretty sure this is going to be helping a lot of you guys as well. So you basically need panic staff and all of your life problems will go away. That is 100% guaranteed.
Well, the glimmer of life. Death's caress.
We're pretty close to our goal. You actually want to have these units at 1 HP to have a certain AI movement. I've done this map so many times to check like every option, like every permutation you can have, just to explore this, because this like choke point strategy is pretty fragile. So you definitely do not want to have any kind of bad option. And we're pretty much in the risk always because all of these units have their specials charged up. Eliwood has got his Blazing Flame. This Lance Cavalier has got Blazing Thunder. This guy has got Ice Bird. This guy has got Ignis. It's all really threatening, to be honest. So now this Manakite is at 1 HP, so we have pretty much reached our goal of this first phase.
Death's caress.
So that is good. And now the next phase of this map is to take out Eliwood and also to have this blue Manakite at 1 HP simultaneously attacking Eliwood at the same time.
Sorry.
So now let's focus on this Lycian Lord and
the glimmer of life.
bully him from a distance because his goons are too powerful. They don't even let us get near him.
Of course. Death's caress. Together, yes.
So you definitely want to follow each step because, as I said, the choke point strategy here is pretty fragile. If you do not follow step by step, then some unit is gonna move out and then create space, and then Ethlyn is gonna get bombarded by like 3 units, and she's definitely not gonna be surviving.
Together we can win. The glimmer of life.
Even though she's a strong woman, as I said before.
Death's caress.
Yeah, she has just intimidated this this archer with her shades on. This guy does not move. And we're pretty close to our goal here.
Yes.
We're gonna be getting this damage.
The glimmer of life.
A good like hint to see that you're on the right path of this choke point strategy is to have this this blue Manakite
Oh, sorry.
at 11 HP right here, and you actually do not want to attack Eliwood. You want to just have him heal up because this healer is going to be focusing on healing Eliwood and neglecting her dragon friend. So that dragon friend is going to be left at 1 HP right about now, and at the same time we take out Eliwood.
Caress.
So that is pretty much it. And now what's going to be happening is that this Axe Cavalier is going to be going on this side of the map to buff up this Lance Cavalier. Just uses AoE rally skill, and then this rally up res Cavalier is going to be going up. A good hint of seeing that this didn't work out correctly is that this blue Cavalier will not go up. If you have done the right thing and if you've followed all of these steps here, then this blue Mage Cavalier is going to be going behind and taking the place of this Axe Cavalier like this. So definitely took me a lot of time, and do not get scared. It's normal to get attacked by this Blazing Thunder Cavalier. That's exactly what we want actually, because we were pretty much in a stalemate if that archer was over here. At least now here we can do something. So you just want to have your
We can win.
you just want to have your Ethlyn go over here, And you can just take out this Axe Cavalier pretty easily.
What's next?
And have a retreat. Make sure to retreat 2 space back because this guy has got speed smoke and we definitely need air speed to double some things here. So definitely go all the way back. And now the healer is going to be coming down to heal up that Lance Cavalier. And that is going to be the last time she heals someone because now we're going to break her with air.
Death's caress.
I really dislike this cleric. This would have been better if she wasn't here on this map. So you just want to double her and take her out the next turn, I guess. She's gonna pass the last heal of her life.
Well,
So at least let her have that
oh, sorry.
as her final wish. So she's gonna be healing up. This Cavalier gonna be using the Earth Fire Bomb. What was it? Earth Fire or Earth Water? Yeah, Earth Water. I'm sorry. Yeah, Earth Water Bomb. And now we take out this cleric. And now nobody heals. No do-overs now. That's it.
What's next?
So you just want to go ahead and have your Ike over here. Heal up
Of course.
Azura diagonally from Ethlyn.
Death's caress.
And now you want to retreat all the way back once again to avoid that speed smoke, which is pretty horrible. And yeah, now this Blue Cavalier is going to be coming here with its AoE rally skills because she can buff up most amount of units from this slot, this pocket right here.
Yes.
So we can just use Iceberg to take out this Lance Cavalier. Just like that.
Together.
Have Ear go behind Azura. And have Ethlyn go all the way over here. And now, we're gonna get attacked by this Blue Cavalier with, like, her Iceberg. And Ike is gonna get attacked by this Bow Archer, who is pretty much in a shock because his entire team, he was the one who was the cause of the downfall of his entire army. So finally, we're gonna free that Archer from his guild, and down he goes. And we're gonna be using Ethlyn to panic these guys. So let's do that.
Yes.
So we're gonna be attacking the sword fighter with air. And make sure to have Ike all the way on this side of the map because we're gonna be using him to manipulate the AI of this red mana key to go over here because we do not want all of these units ganging up on us because we do not have any scope of creating a choke point once again. Yeah, so you just want to have your units go over here like this. And you actually want to have this this sword dragon go down with Ethlyn, get this nice damage on this bow fighter. And now we actually take out this bow fighter with our air. Thanks to Iote Shield Sacred Seal and thanks to the plus 3 HP that she's getting from the legendary effect of Ike.
The glimmer of life.
So down you go. Yep. And Ethlyn can easily take hit from this Manakite. And we're pretty much done here. It feels so good to say that. I was so happy when I was able to do this map for the first time with this team because I was trying this for hours. And now we just take you out. Should I take her out with Ethlyn?
Together we can
I kind of want to do that, to be honest.
Together. Death's caress.
I really, really want to do that. So let's give Ethlyn a chance. The MVP of this
Of course.
map, Ethlyn, is gonna get the final KO on this red mana Keat with her shades on. Yeah, I wonder who will win. An entire army of Lycian goons or one pink-haired healer with shades on. So that is gonna be the Abyssal difficulty solution. It was incredibly hard. Hopefully this helps you guys. And Panic Plus is an extremely powerful weapon on this map, so if you have any kind of trouble, even if you do not use my solution, Panic Plus can be an incredible asset to your solution for beating up this Abyssal map. So let's move on to our Lunatic solution. It has got 3 story mode units and a dancer in Olivia, which you can get from the special maps. And we have got no skill intense here on any of these units. You just need to have quick riposte sacred seal and have speed +1 sacred seal on your Fjorm, and that's all you need for the Lunatic difficulty. So let us begin.
There's no stopping
And
me.
Lunatic feels so nice after Abyssal. This is gonna be like a walk in a park, because we're just gonna
Let's move.
send off Ike fearlessly to face on these 2 units, which we couldn't do
Yes.
in the Infernal map.
As you say.
Okay, yeah, I did forget to turn off the animation as always. Okay, so down goes that archer. We do take him out on the Lunatic difficulty. On Lunatic difficulty, pretty much these units hit the benchmark of like 48-49 attack to get that buff.
The glimmer of life.
And Air is going to be going all alone to face these magical units.
Yes.
On Infernal, it was actually threatening to Air's life against these magical units all alone. And Air is known to slay those kinds of magical enemies with her eyes closed, pretty much. So you could gauge like how tough this map was. When a unit with that high resistance is still at risk of getting taken out. Alright, so let's take out, does this have actually Air on this side of the map? And we'll just take out
Sure. Yes.
Eliwood,
As you say.
but Fjorm, and that's pretty much it. Down goes that guy. No more buffs for any of these goons.
Yes. Okay.
So we're gonna have Fjorm take out that guy,
Orders, please.
and we can just move back a bit and have Ike in the range, because all of these green units don't really do much against him, and we can easily take hits from these guys. And now you want to go ahead and take out the Sword Dragon, and then take out this Axe Cavalier. We can definitely survive a hit from this red Manakite, so
Let's move.
no need to worry. So there's nothing really to stress out here right now.
The glimmer of life.
Take out this blue Manakite pretty easily, and we also take out this Axe Cavalier.
As you say.
I won't lose.
Only 4 damage. That's absolutely nothing.
Death's caress.
Yeah. We
Okay.
got that guy, and
Yes.
we also take out this red Manakite.
Orders, please.
We cannot really attack this guy with the air because he's got advantage. So we're gonna be finishing this off with a Radiant Ether, and that is gonna be it for this video. As always, if you have any sort of trouble,
End of the
let me know in the comment section down below. I'll try my best to help you. And other people will as well in the comments, I'm sure. So yeah, let me know in the comments. Feel free to comment and make sure to leave a like. It will help me tremendously. This was incredibly painful map, especially on Abyssal difficulty. And make sure to share this video with your friends who are trying to beat this map, because this is definitely one of the hardest Legendary Hero battles that we have got. And if you haven't already, then make sure to subscribe for more Fire Emblem Heroes content, and be sure to hit that notification bell and click on all so that you can always get the updates to my videos whenever I upload, because YouTube sub boxes are about as functional as entire Lycian army against a pink-haired healer who wears her shades. So with that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.